guys, Jules back again. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're coming back and have been here before. Today's been a bit of a strange day. We've done things out of routine and my head's not quite 100%. Yesterday I was very, very tired and didn't get on here. But today, which meant I didn't get to talk to you yesterday about what I was thinking about. So lucky you get it today. I've not been crocheting for very long. It's been about 6 or 7 years, and in that time I would follow somebody else's patterns, unless it's something simple like a made-up blanket or cushion cover. Sometimes you can wing things as simple, they're just a shape. Other times, like amigurumi, you follow the pattern, or at least I do until now. And it got me thinking. So when I used to knit a lot, I still knit. But with ordering things, when you follow patterns, you tend to follow the order. It's like if you knit or crochet, and say you're knitting or making a cardigan, for example. Often the pattern will ask you to make the back first, and then make the fronts, and then do the sleeves. I mean, I'm great, I get back done, I get the fronts done, and by the time I get to the sleeves, they often, pardon me, unless it's a raglan or the sleeves are joined on, it's very often that the sleeves start with the cuffs and then they go up and you have to go out. And it takes longer, and the sleeves can really put me off making a cardigan or a jumper, a sweater, or whatever you want to call them. So very often when I used to knit a lot, I used to do the sleeves first. If they needed to be longer or shorter, that's fine, I could do that a little bit afterwards. But I used to change the order to make it seem like it was going faster. It's a bit like when people have second sock syndrome. They do one sock and then they run out of puff and the second one doesn't get done. In fact, I probably think I've got a sock somewhere. Actually, I know I've got half a sock over there. I can see it from here. I never did get back to it. I will rescue that wool later and wind it up and use it for something else. But it got me thinking. And last year I crocheted some amigurumi voodoo dolls. I had a pattern for them. And I ended up making 5 of them. Some people asked me to make them for them to buy off of me. And the order of the pattern was make the head. The head ended on 24 stitches, and you left it open and you stuffed the head ready to put on the body later. And then you made the arms, and then you started, let me demonstrate. Then you started with the feet, you made 2, joined them together, done the body. Now when you finished that, it ended at 24 stitches. And then you were supposed to sew on the head, which I did. Of course I did. I was following a pattern. Sew on the head and sew on the arms. So I wanted to do a voodoo doll for Halloween this year for my little display I have on my little fireplace. And I decided to do it in full ply cotton. Sheepy's Katona? I don't know. I know sheepy's is the wrong pronunciation, but you know what I mean. As I was about to start, I was already thinking, I hate sewing these things on. I can never sew them on straight. The head may be a bit wonky. And a light bulb went off on top of my head. if the body ended on 24 and the head ended on 24, why did I have to sew them on? And the arms, yes, I know one's longer than the other. I always make them a little bit longer. The voodoo dolls are not meant to be perfect. But in my mind, I always make one longer. I only bow about a row or two, but it shows. And so I had a thought. I made the arms, and when I got to the end of the arms, I crocheted along the top and shut them up. Then I started with the feet and made the body, and a row on the round below the last row, I crocheted the arms into the body, so there was no sewing. Then when I got to the last row, I then started to reverse engineer the head. So where you'd normally start at the top of the head and increase, go down and decrease, I literally worked backwards at the pattern. I changed the decreases to increases and the increases to decreases. Was that what I just said? Anyway, you get the idea. I'll reverse them. And it worked. I'm quite proud of myself because normally I don't think logically enough or long enough to do this. But I am hopeless at sewing bits together. So it's now making me think, I've been doing this a few years now. My skills have improved and the way I'm thinking has improved. So it was a bit of a pat on the back to me for realising that I don't have to follow a pattern. I can make life easier for myself. So now for the fun bit, I get to add some hair and do some facial features and a heart and stitches. And I'll probably do that over the weekend. But wow, so much time and frustration saved. So my question to you is, do you always follow the pattern? Or do you take shortcuts, shall we say, or would they be called hacks? What do you do? Do you faithfully follow it, or do you have ways to make your life easier? Sorry, I've just realised I've got a pile of cardboard over there. So that was just what I was going to call thoughts on Thursday, but we now have it on Friday. I hope everybody's doing okay. We got rainy weather. It's still warm, but it's not overly hot, and I'm quite enjoying it. Unfortunately, when the weather changes for me, I get headaches. It's just who I am. Luckily, they're not migraines as such yet, but I do get headaches, but they're bearable. So I'm quite enjoying the weather being cooler and not being overly hot. So I'm trying to think, hang on, let me read my list, see if I've left anything. Background. Nope, that's it. I'm all up to date with my notes. So I'm going to go off and see if I can find a button, because I want a button for one of its eyes. If I can find one, if not, I'll embroider or stick something else on. I don't know. I'm going to get going. I'm going to keep this short because I just want to go and relax and finish knitting on my sock and watch the end of something I started earlier today. So, from me and the Voodoo Doll, bye for now. Take care. Have a great Friday or whatever day it is for you now. Bye.